Guys, 360 Digital Closing Bell here. I am your humble correspondent, Michael Tanner. We are live on YouTube from an undisclosed location here in Denver, Colorado. It is a beautiful Friday, May 22nd, 2020. We are just about to get into a long Memorial Day weekend. We thank you for holding out on the day. As always, I am joined by the purveyor of the show, the executive producer of the show, and the director and publisher of the world's greatest website, www.oilandgas360.com, Stuart Turley. Stu, how you doing today?
I'm doing fantastic. We've got a big weekend coming up.
We do have a big weekend. It's got Memorial Weekend. You got any fun plans?
Absolutely. I'm getting back on my trainer. Had the first 15 miles last night. Got another 100 to go.
There you go. I love it. I'm about all I'm doing is just relaxing and taking off. You will not be seeing us on Monday for the 360 Digital Closing Bell Digital Ticker Show. We will, however, be dropping a 360 Digital Closing Bell podcast, which is available on iTunes, Spotify, and Intercom's YouTube channel. It is the best way to stay up to date on everything from an energy finance perspective. No days off for that podcast, even if the markets are closed. We will come with, we're going to be covering sort of a lot of stuff that happened. We just cut a podcast that dropped this morning that covered everything that happened last week in energy. Please check that out. iTunes, Spotify, subscribe, do whatever makes the algorithms go nuts. You can also find the Energy 360 Network by Intercom, which is the best place to find all of your energy thought leadership interviews. You can find at iTunes, Spotify, Intercom's YouTube channel. We just cut a great interview today with Netherlands Sewell that we're going to be able to get up on Tuesday, right?
It is launching Tuesday.
It is launching a great interview. Those guys are the world's leading petroleum engineering consultants when it comes to analyzing reserves. If you have anything to do with reserves analysis or reservoir engineering consulting, you're doing yourself a disservice not calling them. So please do that. Really, when we got a good show for you lined up today. We're going to keep it quick and spiffy. Market's pretty much flat. Stu's got some stuff in the international news desk. And my really one big thing is hedge funds selling. But before we dive into all of that, digital ticker 29.55. So only about a 2% increase. A 0.2% increase for the S&P. It was only about a 6-point bump. Tech stocks finished just a quarter percentage point up, about 23 points, 94.01. Dow Jones 24.465. That's actually a 0.04 drop, which is about 9 points. So Dow Jones finishing fairly flat. Crude oil, though, only down 45 cents after being down all the way, touching 30.72. So we have about a 3.30 swing in terms of that price of oil, today all the way down at 30.72, rallied back up to where it's currently at 33.47 for the front end of the curve. Back into that curve, 36.85, only down about 13 cents or about 0.35%. So 12-month strip doing well. Natural gas up 1.8%, $1.74, but the back end of the curve, $2.79, up 3 cents to about 1.8%. On that, yes, XOP 52.83, up about 0.19%. So our E&P securities contract doing a little bit better than the S&P 500. So great to see our OAIH, which is our oil field services contracts, only down about $3 or down about 2.81% to $111.45. On the downside, Vulcan Minerals Corporation, ticker so FLMN, they're down to $2.55, about an 8% drop for them. CRC Resources, who just came out, and there's an article that dropped on Seeking Alpha, which, full disclosure, we don't really necessarily aren't the biggest Seeking Alpha fans, but they are definitely going to have some liquidity problems coming up here soon. They're probably going to miss an interest payment. Look out for CRC, California Resources Corporation, probably be a bankrupt candidate. They're down 8.28% today to $1.44. ECA Marcellus Trust down 12% to 50 cents on the nose. On the upside, as we remembered, our EMP securities contract X will be up 0.19% or up to about 53. 83, so the majority of those stocks doing well. On the upside, Mesa Royalty Trust, a nice little ETF, up 6.75%, $6.73. Conterra Energy Inc. up to $3.35. That's about a 9.1% clip. And all the way at 12%, finally cracking $1. I don't know the last time we've seen this. Centennial Resources Development Inc. up to $1.01. Stu, what do we have in the international news desk?
Hey, Michael, International News Desk. We have to give a shout out to Rare Petro's Kevin. Kevin did an outstanding case study, Kevin Olson, on the abstract with all of the oil's demand generation from China. For the international side of things, an outstanding read. It's on Oil and Gas 360, and look for the one with Kevin, on it is called Post-Crisis Oil Recovery. Oil supply demand is moving backwards towards equilibrium and China leading the way. Great article.
Yeah, no, great article. The guys at Rare Petro do some great stuff. We love everything about them. If you have, honestly, and if you're recovering right now and you need some outsourced petroleum help, visit them, www.rarepetro.com. Great article that he put out there. It was really a great read. Really, my one big thing for the day is first, have a great weekend. We're not going to keep you here too long. We know it's a nice 3-day weekend, but there was an article that Stu pushed out on Oil and Gas 360 about 2 days ago, which talked about hedge funds consistently selling at that $30 mark. And this is where my one big thing is, this is where I think the cap is. I think we're $33 to $35 is where we're going to see the cap for oil. I think we're more likely to see $20 than we are $45. So as we move into next week, short trading week, markets are closed Monday. Look for Tuesday next week. I think we're going to see a little depression, especially with that contract flipping over Wednesday. We will be covering all of that in the 360 Digital Closing Bell. You can also check out the podcast long form that we will drop Monday morning. But with that, we're going to go ahead and let you guys finish off your day and start your 3-day weekend early. We appreciate you holding out. We know you're only holding out and waiting to get here, listen to this show before you finish your day. And now it's done. So you can go ahead and hit that. Thank you for checking us out. And we will see you guys Monday morning for our look ahead, for our week look ahead podcast, and Tuesday for the Digital Ticker.